this is way more physically demanding than any of the Caminos we've done before, and we're only on day 3.
We're also going to show at the end of this, we'll be showing a full budget breakdown of all of our expenses, so you know what to prepare for when you do your Camino and do the Del Norte, because it's amazing.
Good morning. What a start to the day. Start with the poorly marked arrows. Couldn't really find anything until we were past everything. So a weird little turn out of town. We climbed up this pretty steep little path. At least it wasn't very long, but it was steep. Once we got to the steep path, to the top of it, we got greeted by stairs. And now I look ahead and there's more steep in front of us. I think the favorite part though was getting up here and then seeing the elevator sitting right over here that you could take instead. But so be it. It's the way it goes. Well, I'm Chad.
And I'm Sam.
And we are the AZ Nomads, and this is the Camino del Norte.
Now let's ride. We go out to catch the waves, to catch the waves. Let it carry you, carry you. Let it carry you, carry you. A story we will remember forever.
Coming with you, baby. Just keep walking though, don't look. So, I'm sure from where we are now, the views would be fantastic. Unfortunately, we're moving so slowly that we had to start early. Sam's knee and all that stuff. She's a trooper for pushing on, but her blood sugar's going low. Here's a good example of how poorly marked this is. We had an X back there, which means you don't go this way. And then we have a white arrow, which you can tell was spray painted over a yellow arrow. Then we have another X. And then as you go up, you've got another arrow again. There was a fork in the road just back there. We're going to assume it's this way because that's what the app says. But boy, is this some confusing stuff. We're traveling this early morning. It's been a beautiful morning. We've got the Bay of Biscay, you know, the North Atlantic behind us here. It's really, really strange to have the ocean to the north. Being from the US and living in Mexico, the ocean's basically never on the north unless you're driving around somewhere on the coastline. So it's just kind of weird. You know, I keep looking out looking for a sunrise or sunset, which apparently is right there, so I must be facing a little bit west, a little bit east, but still, it's just different thinking that we're along the north. So this is the walk, man. I am just a couple days. It's been incredible. We've got all of this behind us. These views are incredible where we are. Sam's up ahead. She's kind of barreling through. I feel for her. She's had a rough couple days between her feet and her knee, and unfortunately, it is way more physical than other Caminos. So she's struggling a little bit with her diabetes and controlling her blood sugar with how physical it is. But this has been just an amazing day. Yes, I'm walking on a road now, but it's actually really rare that we've been on a road. It's just way easier to film. We've been on trails the vast majority of the time, and trying to talk to the camera while walking through these trails is a little bit tricky. So good.
You gonna share?
this so far has been the incredible, 2.5 days, not even a half day. We've only been doing this for a couple hours, but what a great morning so far. So glad we've done the Del Norte. Just hoping Sam's able to get her knee and everything under control, starts feeling a bit better. I'm so impressed with how much she's pushed through this, because this has physically been a lot more challenging, but boy, has it been worth every second. You can actually see Sam way up there walking up and around the bend. She has done a really incredible job, considering she's had a little bit of a problem with the shoes we bought. They're not the best shoes. They keep rubbing up against the back of her heel because they've got some weird cushion there. We think we've got that resolved with the lamb's wool that we talked about. Her knee's really been bothering her a lot. Luckily, we brought a brace, so that seems to be better, but yesterday was a rough day. She called it her minor meltdown. Blood sugar's been difficult to control. It's not uncommon on the first couple days. She's just going low a lot because this is way more physically demanding than any of the Caminos we've done before, and we're only on day 3. How's your knee doing?
It's okay. It hurt a little bit, but it's fine. And then I saw this, so I wasn't sure if this is where we turn or not.
Yeah, sure.
Stopped.
Sure looks that way. So I guess we're gonna skip the little town, but I'm fine. Do you want to go down and try?
Okay, I have Robin's cookies. I have our sandwich that we have, so I'm good.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
So day 1, I believe was it 25K?
Yes.
Day 2 was 22 or 23K,
I think.
something like that. Both days hillier than hell. Today, I don't think we climbed quite as high, right?
I don't think so, yeah.
From what we've seen, but what do we got ahead of us today?
Well, I think it's 27K today, and it's just really hilly. Lots of up and downs.
And here's the funny part is, this is the week that we decided to do lower distances. After our west day, it's gonna be a lot harder. So we're coming into a little town, Azima, I think might be the name of it. I have no idea. Sam's biggest complaint about coming into every town is what, baby?
Uphill.
Every town on the Frances, uphill into town, and even last year on the Portuguese. Hopefully the one little cafe that's here is open. We'll find out.
All right, so today for our lunch, we have this limp piece of bread that we're gonna have. We're gonna cut it in half and share it. And then we have some kind of ham. It looks good. And then some cheese, classic cheese. And then we didn't buy. We were at a restaurant and they had these like where the sugar packets are. So we got 2 mayonnaise and 1 mustard. To drink, we have our Aquarius with water in it. Yum. Looks delicious.
Oh, it looks like something. Let me know how it is.
Okay.
Better than it looks at least.
That's what it looks like.
Oh, that's not good. All right, well, good thing there's a restaurant around the corner. We just had our own little breakfast there at the church, the little church, which unfortunately wasn't open. We've definitely struggled trying to find stamps a little bit.
All these need to be filled up.
We'll see how that goes. I think we have 3 so far in 3 days.
Yeah, we get 2 or 3 a day.
Yeah, I mean, Sam would get 10 if she could. She really likes to taste the stamps.
I do.
Sandwich was edible. It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine, really.
Yeah, it worked out well. As we're coming through, there's just this beautiful sweeping view down in the valley over our shoulder here. Got cows on the hills, the greenery. Sam was saying how much it kind of reminded us of where we grew up in Northern California, but just somehow, just a lot prettier for whatever reason. Just greener, lusher, just beautiful. The walk so far today has been good. How's your knee holding up?
It's actually really good today. Thank God.
One of the things I really do like is walking at sunrise. Don't get me wrong, getting up early isn't the greatest, but being up there, seeing the sunrise. We walked through, we came up over a bluff at that point, and we were able to see lighthouse going, looking down on the village with kind of the lights slowly turning off, and everything coming to life. And it seems like every albergue we pass now, handful of pilgrims coming out of it, but the trail's pretty empty. Other than when we sit and rest in places, there's not a lot of places to sit and rest. The trail's been great. Really enjoyed some of those fresh blackberries.
Ooh, those are good.
It's kind of a nice little treat out here.
Yeah.
Can't wait to find a fresh banana tree. Hoping there's one of those around. All right, I guess those might not happen. But we are hoping to find a little fruteria. That apple we had yesterday was so good. They are good apples.
They're really good.
I'm glad I climbed up those trees to get them. But I could go for apple, apricot, plum, something like that.
Yeah.
So nice to eat fresh fruit while we're out here. Moseying on, I think we've got 5K to our next little stop, little village. I'm not sure if we're gonna stop, although.
I'm not sure. Maybe just for a bathroom break.
Bathroom break.
Yeah.
And a couple little stops along the way. So definitely not the long hauls that we did the last 2 days.
And
Which,
believe it or not, the sun coming out on us right now feels so good because it's probably like maybe 62 degrees out, maybe.
it's perfect.
Which is perfect for walking in, but the second we sat down and started eating, it was pretty chilly. So I'm enjoying the sun.
It is actually nice. I usually complain about the sun, which is why I wear my tiny little hat. But it is really shaping up to be a beautiful day, at least compared to yesterday.
Yes.
So we're sitting here just across the bridge trying to figure out which route to take. Apparently there's a red and a blue route. One route splits and goes to a Ruta de Flish or Flish. There's another route that is the normal Camino route, but it looks like it's along the road. There's another weird route that looks like it goes to a train station that they don't even talk about, so I don't know what it is. I think we're gonna go with a little bit longer route and go out by the coast. It doesn't look like it's much longer, and people are going there for a reason. There must be something there, so I think we're gonna go check that out. Your knee feeling up to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very convincing. Yeah. It's only 10 to 10, or yeah, 10 to 10. We've got to be in by 6, so it gives us about 8 hours. It's gonna be tight, but I think we can make it. We've been going for about 4 hours already. Longer route sounds good?
Yeah, we got this.
Why not? Por qué no? Here we go. Well, Sam, I don't know about you, but when they say it's the scenic route, I have a hard time not believing them. What do you think?
Beautiful.
Look at that. Even some people out there, I don't know that it's exactly beach weather. Probably low 70s now. It's beautiful out. Still got 7 or 8 hours to go, and looking forward to this hike. Coming through here and hiking through the mud and the muck and the hills, as always, it's steeper than it looks. It's really, really slick. So as you see Sam doing the same thing I did, trying to walk on a really narrow little shoulder, doing what we can to get on up there. So time for an update. We took the longer route, definitely hilly, definitely difficult, and by far the most impressive part of any Camino I've been on. I feel like I said that the first day. I mean, this has been one of the best few hours I've ever had on a Camino. This has a beat. The views, the cliffs, it's almost like the cliffs of Dover in England. And then to come all the way up and greeted by the horses here to say hi. It's just amazing. Hola, amigo. So now we continue on. I can actually see people up ahead. This is where we rejoin the Camino for the people that took the far easier route. My suggestion is just about never take the easier route. It's rarely worth it. This was these views. I mean, the camera can't even do it justice, but it was incredible. So now for the downside. We started at 6:15 this morning. We have got a long way to go. And we have to check in by 6 p.m., which is only 6.5 hours away. I am not feeling overly optimistic about that, but we'll have to see what happens. Sam's coming up right behind me. She did not love the climb, but she killed it, did a great job there. This is I don't know how the Frances is more popular than this, but we still have a long way to go to figure out why. What do you think, babe? This or the Frances?
Minus any knee difficulty, the Norte, definitely.
Got to be in more shape for this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not talking about the pear shape I'm in. I'm just talking about like more like the shape that Sam's in. Keep going. It is so nice when you're on kind of a little bit of a longer leg and you're not expecting to have anything and you come up to like a food truck or something like that. So we got ourselves a couple of apples and ice cold water. How is the apple?
Good.
As good as the other day?
No.
No, a little dry. The one we had the other day was.
No, this one's fine. This is like a normal apple. The other apple was just like something I've never eaten before. It's a special apple. It was really good. It was really sweet.
We still got a long way to go until we get to Mutriku. I think that's where we're going. Mutriku. 3 or 4 kilometers, maybe a little bit more. Further than everybody else is going because we couldn't find anything in Deba. We have done very little real road walking, thankfully. But there are moments, very few of them. This has been the worst so far in 3 days. These aren't my favorite, walking down these highways with cars completely blowing by. So once again, we get to the top of a hill just to be greeted by more steps. We're in a little village, Ituzu, or something like that. I'm not really sure what it's pronounced. Kind of cute, very, very quiet. Doesn't look like there's really anything going on. Hopefully the church is open so we can get a stamp. How you liking those climbs, Sam?
Oh, you know, they're great. My knee's good, so that's okay.
That's the important thing. Oh, I think we're gonna wander into the church here and see if we can get a stamp. So I found a quiet little corner in the back of this church, but there's nobody else in here right now. These churches are beautiful. Gosh, I love going through these and seeing the way they look. And some of these are so old. I remember the one in Leon was built something like 1,000 years ago or longer than that. So it's really incredible. This church is, I have no idea how old it is. This is the Andre Maria Santutegia. I'm sure I'm butchering that, so I apologize. If anybody knows for sure, let me know in the comments below. So we're gonna come in, we're probably gonna light a couple candles, get a stamp, and keep on moving on. We couldn't book in Deba like everyone else because everything was reserved, and this is from like 2 months ago that we booked. It's Wednesday, middle of September, fully booked. So we booked in a town called Mutriku, which is another, I don't know, 3 to 5K beyond. So Sam, what have been your thoughts of today?
Today was actually a really good day. Minus my knee issues. Seriously, that was the only problem. I know I bring it up a lot, but it was pretty painful, my knee. Feeling fine now. I guess I can say now that I'm feeling fine, it was well worth it because it was absolutely gorgeous. Lots of ups, a lot of downs, as far as hill-wise, not boobs.
We seem to start and stop every day at sea level and then go over every single hill in sight.
Yeah.
So it's not like we even get, I don't know if we've had a full mile of flat ground.
No.
Like we picked this little stretch, it's a little bit downhill so that we could actually, speak. But the views around us are incredible. And they have been all day long. Even if we don't have views of the ocean like we do now, sweeping views of the ocean, even when we don't have that, we have views of just the beautiful green hillside and all the cattle and animals up here and horses and more horses, and it's just everywhere here. I don't know, I'm kind of in love. I want to go do the last 3 days again. What do you think?
No, but I do think Chad's gonna be like, oh, we need to move to Spain now.
It definitely crossed my mind. I'd figure I'd wait for her knee to heal to think about it a little bit more. This is where my family's from. This is my heritage.
I know.
All right.
I will say the beer and wine is pretty dang cheap and good.
Definitely good. Definitely good. Another thing that's been really nice about this, other than just all of the views, which have been incredible, we've been when we're not in these beautiful wide open spaces with all kinds of views, we're here under canopies of trees that are just gorgeous and serene with birds chirping around us. It's so different than the Portuguese was, at least from Lisbon to Porto, where it was just constant road walking. We've been on the road just a tiny bit in the last 3 days as far as major roads, and the little bit of pavement that we've been on has actually been kind of welcome because we're not going over stones and tough trails. So I cannot recommend these 3 days enough.
All right, so everybody knows how I always am calling Chad Jack. Well, this is what I'm talking about.
Mi hermano. Have fun.
That was a climb.
We took a fairly long break in the little town of Deba, where most of the pilgrims are staying. It seems like a cute enough little town. I don't know, the architecture's not the prettiest, but they've got a canal, I guess, that runs through the middle of it. Really cool to see some kids out there paddling out, I guess, to the ocean to go paddleboarding, or they're just paddling through here, which is neat to see. And then as we're walking down the bridge, just a whole group of kids fishing on their own. Nice to see a bunch of kids out, not on video games. So we got about another 5K to go. Sam's knee's a little hit and miss right now, we'll put it that way. And we're not really sure the elevation or any of that of where we're going, because it's not part of the Camino. So hopefully it's something that she can manage pretty well. I think we got across here. As we came down into Deba, it was quite a steep descent into town. Sam did what she could with it, but her knee's unfortunately really bothering her because she's got to double up on the Advil for tomorrow, because tomorrow looks like it may be the hardest day, at least until we get to the Primitivo. So we're hoping that we can smoothly sail through tomorrow, and then we should be pretty good onto Bilbao and then onto the Primitivo route from there. We did get pretty fortunate as you kind of drop down into town. The town is so steep and so set on hills here that they had an elevator that we were able to get down. And we took the elevator down, I don't know how far, but came down pretty good.
Yeah.
And Then we took a second elevator right from there, which took us out right into a neat little courtyard area. So that was kind of a bit of a lifesaver, I would say. We have no idea. There's some pretty good sized hills in front of us. So I don't know if we're going around those, up and over those, what we're doing. All I can hope is that we're going around them. And that we've got a nice place for tonight is hopefully what we're looking for. We'll keep you updated. Luckily, we were able to go through all the cliffs in the gorgeous day today, and Sam did mention she thought about pushing me a couple times, but still here. So we'll see how it all goes.
I still love you.
Yeah, we'll see if I make it by the end.
We got to our hotel and the check-in was a little más o menos. We told her that we might be in after 6. We got in about 5:20. And we wrote to her and she said, you said that you'd be in after 6 o'clock, so you have to wait 20 minutes. But I'll tell you what, when she got there, she was so sweet, so kind. We're staying in a very cute place.
So we got into our room, which was actually a really nice big room. There was a double bed in there, a twin size bed in there, like a little space where the owner has like a coffee pot and some coffee, snacks to eat, a laundry basket, water, mugs, did some laundry. She was nice enough to let us use her washer, so we did some laundry. Waited around about a half an hour for that to be done. Hung it out on the clotheslines that were hanging outside over the balcony, and there's nothing below it except for cars. And we were like, well, on the third floor or something like that. So I was like, how often do people drop clothes down there? Probably not that often, but I don't really hang clothes to dry, so I could see myself doing that. Anyway, I did not drop anything. So we got all of our clothes hung out there, and then we looked to find some place to go, and we ended up finding this restaurant. We ended up splitting a chicken Caesar salad, which was excellent, really good, and a chicken ranch sandwich, and that was really good as well, with some fries. We got some vino tinto, always. Sorry, my friend Cynthia, it is chilled, but that is just how they have it here. And, stop it, Chad. And then for dessert, we have our magnums, which I know our friend Carol loves. So we got 2 of these. And yeah, so overall it was a really fun, beautiful day. My knee pissed me off, and hopefully it somehow miraculously heals overnight, and tomorrow will be just as good.
So we've got some concerns for tomorrow. Sam is certain that she's going to be able to crush the whole day, and I know she's willing to try it, but this is kind of the first injury she's ever had, and I don't know that she really knows how much these injuries can set you back. We've got a monster day. The day starts with a 500-meter climb. So for us Americans, it's about 1,600-foot climb. And then from there, we drop down maybe, I don't know, I think the drop's 400 meters. And then we've got another climb back up. And then we've got a huge drop down about 1,000 feet. Sam's knee is really struggling with these drops. So I've got a lot of concerns about this, but she is just busting her ass to do everything. So I'm really hoping she's going to be able to make it, because this has been the most scenic Camino I have ever seen. So hope you're all at home crossing your fingers, wishing us good luck, and we will let you know how everything goes tomorrow. Until then, we're the AZ Nomads. We really appreciate you watching. A like and subscribe if you've made it this far is really, really appreciated. It goes really big for a small channel with us. And do the Del Norte, because it's amazing. Thank you, and buen camino.